Castles of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. It's a 2013 video game remake based on the original 1990 Sega Genesis version of the same name. The original game was well received and spawned a few sequels, including World of Illusion and Legends of Illusion and Land of Illusion for the Sega Master System and the Game Gear. Come to think of it, it is pretty odd that Mickey Mouse is one of the biggest symbols in animation history, and yet, growing up, I never actually see much of Mickey Mouse cartoons. Was able to watch just about all other popular Disney cartoons all the time, like Donald Duck or Goofy, but strangely enough, never really Mickey Mouse. So growing up, I don't have very much attachment to the Mickey Mouse character. Mickey is always being a symbol of Disney to me than it is cartoon characters. Nevertheless, I'm familiar with Mickey Mouse. After all, the darn mouse was everywhere. All the Castles of Illusion series, I only have one, The World of Illusion, starring Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, and this is a very recent pickup. When I was a kid, the only Mickey Mouse game I ever played was the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse for the Super NES. I picked out the Steam version of Castle Illusion for just $3 at Green Man Gaming for the holiday promotion, which is very good buy. I have seen a few videos in relation to it and generally like the feeling of it.
Mickey crossed the threshold and emerged once again into the forest, but it was changed somehow.
Castles of Illusion is developed by Sega and is a remake of original game from 1990. The gameplay is very straightforward. It is, for the most part, a classic platformer, but with the elements of late 90s 3D platformer as well, kinda like in the styles of Mario 64. Except in this case, instead of being completely unplayable like most N64 PlayStation 1 era 3D platformers, Castles of Illusion have got the controls right. The controls for the 2.5D perspective is excellent, and for the 3D part are also very good. I do not feel like the control is being a drag at all. It is very responsive, and you can easily tell where you are landing when you are doing the jumpings. It just feels right. And when the control is done right on the platformer, you know you are already winning more than half of the battle to call it a great game. The control scheme is very simple. You have the D-pad and the left analog as a directional button, A for jump, B or X to throw the items that you collected. That is all. So simple, responsive, it just works.
Now, Mickey knew how it felt to be a rabbit in a magic act.
The story of the game is nothing new. Basically, Minnie Mouse is captured by the evil witch Miserable for the purpose of stealing Minnie's beauty, and Mickey Mouse is set up to save her, but have to do it by fighting his way through the Castles of Illusion that Miserable lives in. It is a classic story of hero saving a girl from the evil bad guy.
Would only appear when all 7 rainbow gems were collected.
The structure of the game is also straightforward. Each level consists with 3 acts, which is represented by each door. You will play through them and have to fight an end boss. That's it. Once you beat the end boss, you get to collect a gem. And when you collect all 7 of them, you are able to build a rainbow bridge and go across to the other side of the castle where the evil witch Miserable is. And you'll be facing her as a final boss battle. The game is basically easy. Some might say it is too easy, but I have to say, it is easy in a good way. The levels are well designed. There's not one moment of boredom. even though the challenge level is not as severe as a many 90s platformer. But as it goes on, at later levels, it can become more difficult. As each area plays different kinds of game, they are governed by different themes, as like if they are in different worlds. Which brings on to my next point. The game looks beautiful. It's very vibrant color and gives an authentic 90s platformer feels to it. The music is excellent and very soothing to the game, and the voice acting is also very good.
The signpost was created by Miserable, so of course, it had a mischievous streak.
Sure wish that signpost would make up its mind. Gosh, which way should I go?
Suddenly,
This is a
Mickey was
proper
in another
Disney
part of
game
the wood,
from top to
where
bottom.
these gigantic
Nothing feels
trees,
cheap,
or had Mickey been
and they're all very well done. Much like the 90s platformer, even though this one is on the easy side, there's always some part of the game that just pain in the ass to get past it. In my case, this will be the end when fighting the evil witch, Miserable. All the bosses have a specific pattern that once you learn it, they are very easy to defeat. This applies to Miserable as well. But unlike the other ones, fighting Miserable isn't all about the patterns, it's about executing their patterns. I thought the game would play like it all the way through, but the last boss is like an unexpected curveball. I have the hardest times because it requires a scale from me, which if you have been watching my videos, you will notice I'm a pretty casual gamer and have no shame on using cheats. But not on this one. You will need skill to get through. Every time you lose, you have to start over and watch the animation again before the fight. And you cannot skip this. This bit can be so annoying that just adds to frustration as it goes on. Game does give you unlimited continues though. At least you do not have to start over from the beginning. If you used up all your continues, it's unlimited.
You thought you were a match for me? Now that would be a castle of delusion. Wind about. Then wind about. Possess this space. Curve in, curl out. Then wind about. Possess this space. Leave him. No safety. Soft on your wrist. Confuse your mind. Wind about it through and through.
After 1 hour of this, it's getting very exhausting.
I'm scared.
It was so pretty. It's a shame I must curse her, but what's mine is hers.
foolish fools. Circle round, ghosts and ghouls. Spin and twist, twirl and whirl. Let your phantom fury swirl. Phantoms and ghosts in grim collusion band together in my castle illusion. Here, hope is but a fatal delusion, and a mouse shall meet his dire conclusion. He must not prevail.
Mizrabill was dazed, but for how long? Suddenly, Mickey had an idea. What if he launched the rainbow gem at the witch? It might be his one and only chance.
Take that!
Time seemed to freeze for what she had put them through. They shared its secrets with her. Now, Mizrabel's heart was filled with a different kind of magic. The magic
So it's so
of
happy
love.
endings. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Aw.
Now, where were we?